Hello, I am almost on time. I I went last minute to get the details on leadership because I had that question this morning. So I am going to add any leadership information at the end of the incentives because that was my main intention for this live. So we are going to talk about team step by step new incentives for 2020. Um, and we're going to start with C1. Um, in the Avon world, we start with C1, campaign 1. Um, and it is the last one before the holidays. They are nice enough to let us get one more in before the holiday season and count that towards the new year before we start our full cycle of 26 campaigns in an Avon calendar year. So we're going to start our incentives with campaign 1, um, and they are going to work nicely with our new pay chart, that compensation levels that Avon is putting in place with us. The new compensation levels do not start until campaign 3. So I am going to change things up in campaign 1 for our incentives, but your pay change will not happen until campaign 3. So there's going to be a little bit of a gap in there, but that's also because they're allowing us to have campaigns 1 and 2 count with the end of the year. It's going to be a double dip so that campaigns 1 and 2 will count for any achievements for 2019, and it will also count as the starting achievements for 2020. So a little bit different this year, but it's nice to have a couple of extra campaigns to try to get in on some of those levels if you're reaching for them. So that's going to be nice. So with our new incentives, let me first say at this point, I have not heard anything different to go with brand new reps, with Kickstart, or anything like that. So we're going as it is still in play. So our new representative uh, fabulous first order is still going to be in place. So if you are brand new, or if you or even have been here and have not started placing your orders yet, if you place a $150 order within one of your first 2 campaigns, you automatically receive a fabulous first order bundle. It varies on what I have. It will be tools and things to work with you. I also know that I have personal shoppers versus people that are on here to make money. So it will change up a little bit towards that. If you're working this as a business, I will include more business tools. If you are a personal shopper, I may just include things for you to try just to do personally. So I try to, change it up. But fabulous first orders are automatic. All you have to do is place that $150 order in one of your first 2 campaigns, and you automatically get that. So no changes there, and I love doing that one. So after that, you will have to qualify and be in a team drawing. The same as before, one change up. Y'all know that I am basically getting out 1 mailing a month. Just how it's working. So one of the changes I'm going to make is that I am going to do 1 drawing a month, but you're going to see that there are going to be a little bit different changes. So we'll break it down. And that's not to say that I won't ever, I like to throw things in there, extra incentives, always going on for recruiting, doing events. I pop in and do different ones, but the basic drawing for campaign earnings is going to be once a month, but you can still qualify each campaign to be in that drawing. So if you are in, for January, there will be 2 campaigns. If you qualify in both campaigns, you get 2 entries into the drawing. If you qualify one time, then you get 1 entry into the drawing. So I'm going to work it that way this time and see how that plays out for us. Now, they might be able to be a little bit chunkier because it's going to be once a month versus twice a month. So let's see how it goes, and I'm hoping to be make them a little bit more exciting that way too. So the first one to qualify for will be anybody that is not Premier and not President's Club. So my most of my team is going to qualify for this one, and I want it to correspond with earning the next level. Last year we did the $150 because I was trying to get everybody to that 30% earnings level. That was why I chose that. This year things have changed up, and earnings are set now. So this year, to qualify for the drawing, I want it to be a $200 order. Why? Because in order to achieve Premier, which is our first level into higher earnings, which will be your guaranteed 30%, you have to have, I think it's 193. So I'm leveling it out at 200. So if you do 200 a campaign minimum, you will make Premier in 2020. That's the goal. So for the first drawing, it will be set at a $200 level. If you have a $200 order, you will get one entry for each campaign in that month. So you can have 1 entry or you could have 2 entries. Just depends on how your sales go, but anything over 200 for anybody below Premier. If you achieve the Premier level in 2019, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to raise that bar. So if you are Premier level, you are going to need to do $385 to be in a special drawing for just your level. Why 385? You guessed. 385 is the magic number minimum that you need per campaign to get President's Club. So I want to see you raise above and beyond. So 385 will be what Premier members need to get to be in the drawing just for you. So we're going to have fabulous first orders, $150 within one of your first 2 campaigns. If you are not Premier, you need to have a $200 order to get an entry into that month's drawing. So $200 for everybody that is not Premier. If you are at a Premier level, you need to have $385 for an entry into that month's drawing. So we are going to have potentially more prizes going out because we'll have Fabulous First, we'll have non-Premier, and then we'll have Premier. When our team grows, and if we get some President's Club levels, then we'll add that, because I'm hoping that this year we are going to have President's Club members along with me, and I will be celebrating you on another level. So that's it, guys. I think I am super excited about the new levels. I will go ahead and type this out so that it is on the team page, just level by level by level, but it's going right along with our 2020 earnings chart. So it shouldn't be hard to remember. It's going to be, you know, a brand new person, a non-premier, and a premier. And also remember, Rhonda is going to be announcing incentives for Team SOAR. That is her first level of members in Team SOAR. I am a first level member. Everybody under me you are on her team. You do get her advice. You can ask questions. Absolutely, she's here to help us. But when it comes to prizes, I'm your girl. I'm your girl. Unless she has something like I do, unless she has something that she wants to open up and does something special where she's going to include her second and third generations, then that would be something special. But for her to announce what I just announced, her levels, which will be pretty similar to mine, we have talked because we are within the same team. You are going to base yours on entries from me, and you will get your prizes from me. So just keep that in mind when she's announcing her winners. It's not that you didn't win, it's that you are on my team. You're my babies, and then we go up, and grandma's not doing my babies anymore. I'm a big girl. I can do my own, and I will take care of you very well. So that's it on the new incentives. That's the news I have. If you are interested, hi, good afternoon, Mary. I almost said good morning. It is afternoon. Good afternoon, Mary. If you are interested in the leadership information, stick with me for a few more minutes, and I am going to go over a brief overview of our leadership earnings. While we're talking incentives earnings, we might as well throw leadership in there. I threw it in yesterday. We had a question. Absolutely, it's an open slate. I love to have new leaders on the team. I'm going to give a quick overview. If you ever have more questions, or the overview I am giving you now, this is on Avon U. It is open to anybody to know what us as leaders are earning or what you can earn as a leader. It is always there. It is an open book. It is our compensation plan now. Like I said yesterday when I was talking about all the changes with LG, if they thought that our plan for representatives was confusing, I'm going to try to give you just a brief one, because I'm telling you, you're going to flip your lid, and LG is going to flip their lid when they see all of this, and they're going to go, what in high heavens are these people supposed to be knowing what they're earning? Because it's a little complicating. But I will give you the gist, because I do want you to get excited about it. Okay, so the gist of it is we have one promoter on our team right now, which is Brett, who works with his mom, Mary. So congratulations. They are our promoter on our team so far, which means they have one recruit underneath them. So with one recruit, you start earning you get if you are in Kickstart, the first things you get as a leader, if you are in Kickstart, you are going to work towards a $50 qualifying new recruit bonus. After Kickstart, it is a $20 bonus per recruit. Now, you guys wondered why I do the fabulous first order bundles, and I make them exciting and I make them nice. It's because I do. If you place that $150 order in your first two campaigns, it shows that I'm doing my job. I've brought you in. I'm answering your questions. I'm helping you through. So we as leaders get a bonus for teaching. So whether it be 20 or if you're in Kickstart 50, woo, good job. Kickstart can make some money. That's why I personally do fabulous first orders, because I turn that $20 around. I turn them into bundle gifts for you, and I pay it back to my team. If you are like my last son, do not put me to the penny that you are getting every last penny of that $20. My son will do that at every Christmas, and he is now 20 years old, and he still wants every penny. If I say you get $20, he's going to find some place to spend that last penny. But I do turn it around, and I do invest in my team. I love giving incentives back. If you're working for the team, then I'm paying you back. I love to benefit or to work with my team. So, so you do get a bonus if an order is placed in the 150 is placed in the first or second order. You will receive that bonus. That makes them a qualifying new recruit, a QNR. You will see that as a leader. So if they are a QNR, you get that bonus, but only if they make the $150 in the first two campaigns. So that's the first thing you get in leadership. Then after that, starting with your first recruit, you're going to get 3% of what your new team member makes, with a caveat. Here's where it gets a little confusing. It's not going to be 30% or 33. I wish 30, man, that'd be nice. 3% of everything. You do not get paid for books. You do not get paid for supplies. You do not get paid for demos. So Avon at this point has made it to where you get 3% of 70% of what they sell. Do you see where this is getting complicated? So it's not Mary placed a $100 order, so I'm going to get $3. No, I get 70%, so I'm going to get 3% of $70, which, heck, I don't even know the math. Somebody want to do it, throw it up here, because you see how it's going to get complicated. So you get 3% of 70. So that is your first level. That's your very first recruit, what you're going to get. You're going to get 3% of 70% of what they place their orders. And they have to be placed orders. I'm telling you, it's going to get into it. So just to give you the low level, your first two are your promoter and your star promoter. And that means you have one and then you have two people underneath you. At that level, you personally as a leader have to carry a $50 order. So you have to make your orders showing so that you're being an example for your team. So you have to place a $50 order, and then your team places their order, and then you get to earn off of them. How I broke that down. Now, what happens when you get to your second team member is that you will also get a 3% generational and a 3% extra bonus. So it's not a total of 6%. It works out some way. So you will get a little bit more than 3% in earnings. After that is when you go into your ambassador levels. You got your bronze, your silver, and your gold. Yes, you guys have seen me working towards our $2,000 mark. That is a silver ambassador level. Our team, and myself included, have to be $2,000 to be silver ambassador. When you get into the ambassadors, it starts getting a little bit more up there. You have to, as a leader, carry a minimum of a $200 order yourself. So I have to carry a $200 order as your guys' team leader in order to be able to receive any awards as a leader. Otherwise, I'm not doing my job. Then at the ambassador level, you also you have to have, and I should have told you at the star level, you have to have those people placing orders. So at a bronze level, you have to have yourself plus 3 people placing an order. At a silver, you have to have yourself plus 6 team members placing an order. At a gold, which I hope to achieve one of these years, that was my goal this last year. It didn't happen. Maybe this year, God willing, is you have to have 9 team members placing a order with you. So, and then of course it ranges up. Like I said, this sheet is on there. If you guys want me to go over this at any time with you, I would be more than happy to go over it one by one with you, just what you have to do, what your next step would be, what you're wanting to achieve. And I will go over all of it. But as you can see, it's a building right now. It's a building, just like the rest of Avon is. The more team members you build, the more you earn on your, the total sales of your team, raises you up in levels. So yeah, right now, to be honest, I'm performing at a silver ambassador. Most of last year we were performing at a bronze ambassador. So that's why I would give the extra drawings if we could all perform and get me and get us, it's a team, up to a silver level of earnings. And it just, it makes my status as a team leader, silver team leader, but it is a team effort. Rewards are given. It's a compensation plan. I am being compensated for the time that I give to you. The other thing to think about, and this is the first thing I should have said it first thing. The 3% or the $20 or $50 bonuses, that all comes from Avon. That does not come out of your guys' earnings at all. When Rhonda, my upline, Rhonda earns off of what I do, it does not come out of what I'm out of my sales, because she earns off what I sell. It does not come out of mine, and my bonuses will not come out of yours. Avon covers that. So this is not coming from you at all. You'll never see where Margie got 3% of 70% of what you sold. You'll never see it because Avon's covering that. It goes up and up. So, I'm not taking anything from you at all. I do my best to give back to you and thank you for being a part of my team. And as rewards, I love rewards. So, like I said, I love rewards. So when Rhonda starts posting hers, if I achieve her levels, then I could possibly win a drawing on her team. And that's just how it works. That if you're lucky enough to get with a team that does incentives and all of that, that's awesome. We've, and I'll just throw this out here too. We've had questions on, why, I don't even remember how the question was put on there, but why do why do you have to, oh, it was about Alma. Okay, so let me go into this because I know somebody somewhere It's already been brought up, but Alma is a leadership tool for recruiting. I can tell you it is not a guarantee, but it is a tool. Once you achieve a bronze ambassador level, you have to get an ambassador level to even be able to get into this tool. And it can help you get team members. It is not a guarantee. But anyway, I've had people ask, why do you have to wait to an ambassador level? Until you've started leadership, started mentoring a team member or two, learned how to approach somebody, explain to somebody how they're going to get paid, explain to somebody how Avon works. You get a little bit of experience. Avon's not going to start giving you cold calls, which are what they are. You're calling somebody and saying, hey, heard you might be interested in Avon. Let me tell you about it. Until you've done that with friends and family or people you know and you get a little bit more comfortable, you're not going to feel comfortable or have the experience to do it within Alma with some stranger that you've never met. So that's just kind of why. Is that going to change also? Who knows? I can tell you that I've been eligible for Alma. It's been pretty slow. I've been eligible for Alma for the last 3 campaigns. You do have to stay eligible even after you get up into these levels. Haven't received a single phone number for a person. So anybody that I've brought onto the team recently has either been someone I've talked to in the past or someone that I'm bringing in personally. So yeah, that's how that works. So if you have heard of Alma, it will come at the ambassador level once you have just a little bit of experience to be able to do leadership with a stranger. If you have any questions on that, I am an open book. Like I said, this is completely on Avon. It is completely transparent what leaders earn. If you want me to sit down and explain this to the best of my ability, I will. I definitely will explain leadership to you, but I have to tell you that I was laughing with Rhonda this morning because honestly, even if we try to figure out what we're going to get paid, we are always surprised when it happens because I don't know how they expect us to do the calculations ourselves to even know. But I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying it's hard to understand, but it is a nice bonus. It is on top of your earnings, but you're also taking on some extra responsibilities. So it's a compensation for your time to train and take time for somebody else. And like I said, in return of you guys being on my team and helping me grow as a leader, I love to give back to you. So it is a full circle team effort. And I hope everybody, gets the gist of it. And if you are interested further, just let me know. With that, though, I am going to say goodbye. I know nobody is watching me. Even Mary kind of had to get off. So, but if you stuck to the end, if you were that interested in leadership, there you go. So I will talk to you guys all later, and I will post up the new the new incentive plan to go with the new compensation plan. Have a great afternoon, morning, day, evening, whenever it is you happen to be watching this replay, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.